happiness is selective. Hello, and a warm welcome from me to you. How are you all doing? And today I'm going to be talking about something which I feel is really needed to be said. I feel like I say that about every single thing I talk about, but oh well, whatever. So, the reason I said happiness is selective because, in my opinion, we can choose to be happy, okay? Like, this isn't about being, super overly optimistic and stuff. Like, okay, sure, sometimes you have bad days and sometimes you overthink things. But this is about, calming your own self down more in a way type of happiness I'm talking about. So, I know first thing you're going to think of is, oh, so you're telling me like, all of this bad thing happens in my life and you expect me to be laughing and all giddy about it. No, I do not mean that. This is what I'm saying in the start, right? I do not mean that. I mean that you think that this, even if this thing happened to me, I woke up today or I breathed today or maybe at least this thing didn't happen to me, right? Always think that you are still to some extent doing better than some people out there, okay? What one thing that I go by is that whenever you compare yourself with someone, whenever you have to compare yourself or whenever you have to look at someone, always look at the people who are in a way, you know, who have less than you or who are doing worse than you at that current moment. And this will really help you realize what you have and what's the true value of what you have and how it how much it matters to you. And it actually you're gonna think how much this thing matters to me, and like the fact that this person does not have it, I'm really grateful that I managed to have it. And this will also encourage you like sympathy in a way. um, because you will obviously then want to want better for that person as well, right? You will also pray that this person, they get better in life as well. This teaches you gratitude, it teaches you mindfulness and sympathy, so it's not really bad. Instead of looking at those ahead of you, look at those who are in a way behind you. um Again, do not mock those people, do not make fun of them, because we're all humans at the end of the day. And if these worldly things, if one has more of them and one has less, then that does not make the person inferior. And it's true, really. We have a kind of made this a joke, but it's true that the person's personality is what truly matters. And if you by society, if society is calling you like the most beautiful person on earth, and if you've got an ugly personality, trust me, no one actually feels any type of good feeling for you except for saying that you've got a pretty face. Okay, that's too by societal norms, because again, this is going another way, but I would just say beauty is subjective, okay? What one person's pretty is the other person's ugly, okay? So you can't really define by people by something who everyone has a different opinion on. Okay, so let's just move on from that. So we were talking about happiness. So what I meant by saying happiness is selective is that you can choose to be happy, right? The other day, I remember I woke up and I was kind of, since like my mom woke me up, right? And you know how sometimes when you just like you're so sleepy, you don't want to wake up. And I woke up, and my mom, she also told me this. She said like you have to wake up. Either you wake up grumpy or you wake up with a smile. You wake up early. You still need to wake up. So to be honest, I was grumpy, and I started mumbling. And I wake up, and I go outside to make wudu and stuff, and then I come back and I pray, and I'm sitting down right after prayer, and I'm just thinking, wait, because I was like a little more awake now, and I'm like, I got all grumpy for no reason. Like that was just bad for me, right? Because my mom had nothing to do with it, nor did my siblings have anything. The only person who got more annoyed and possibly could have ruined their day because of it was me. So even like I know that so many people like over small things they get upset. and then they'll ruin their own whole day and then be like, oh, people have been pissing me off all day. No, people haven't been pissing you off. You've just been in an annoyed mood all day. And especially if like those people who get angry when someone calls out their, annoyed behavior, like, hello. Okay, I get it. Sometimes it gets called out in a passive aggressive way. Okay, sure, you can get a little annoyed over it, but you don't need to go crazy. Oh my god. This makes me laugh because one of my friend does this. Right. She'll come to school every day and we have stairs and we are on the top floor. So she walks up those stairs and she comes and I like to hug my friends in the morning. So I'm hugging her, right? And she has this annoyed face and she's breathing heavy. And I look at her and it just makes me so angry. And I tell her, like, please at least put a smile on your face when I'm greeting you in the morning because you ruined my mood as well. You know, when you're going up to someone with so much energy and all they give you back is a sigh and a half hug. Like, excuse me? So I tell her that if you just smile a little, you will feel so much better. And I forced her to try it the other day. And let me tell you, when she hugged me back with a smile, I felt way, way better. And she also seemed to have her mood lightened a little. So, yeah, take that example, I guess. So, that's what I mean by the simplest things. And sometimes, sure, I get it. Life gets super, super tough. Sometimes you feel like, I can't do this anymore. Like, you feel like you're on your breaking point and you can't take anymore because I get it. Sometimes life gets really, really hard. But please know that that time will pass. And this is, in a way, a test of your patience. And life is not easy. Okay, it's not easy for anyone, and everyone has struggles and everyone has problems. And what makes us a human is basically facing them, and we can't give up to them because this is the thing that proves that we are cowards, and we are not cowards. Okay, we're all strong, we're all beautiful humans, and we're all really, really special. We can't let anything put us down because, no matter what happens, we need to constantly keep fighting because this is this sick game that we call life, that we are constantly chasing different types of things. And despite knowing that one day all of this will not matter at all because everyone's going to die one day and all of this is going to be left here, but still we're chasing this thrill of the world and we're chasing something that we can't find here. Definitely. It's really, to be honest, I'll be extremely, extremely honest because even I do think that it's really rare that you find a person who, friendship wise or anything, any relation wise, you even find a person who is the one for you. But I'm not saying that these type of people don't exist. I get it because there was also a time in my life, actually pretty, you could call it pretty recent. I don't want to give out much detail, but I did lose a friend that I had thought that this would be the best friend for me because we actually changed schools quite a few times. So I never managed to get someone who I would call a best friend since childhood or since preschool, middle school, anything. So I thought that maybe we could actually be best friends, but our friendship ended in less than a year. So I was really, really upset over that, and I thought that I'm never going to find anyone like them. And that's also what inspires me to make these videos because I feel like one thing that I've been through, I do not want others to go through it. And sharing your story, I feel it really helps people realize that we who are talking about these things, we have also went through all of it. And we get it that it's hard. So that's why I'm not forcing any of this. I want you all to really think and really like process it all and really feel it, and then you will get your happiness. This video was about happiness, but I feel like I picked up so many random topics. But hey, so yeah, I also thought like maybe she was the one for me. I'm not gonna find any other person like this, and the world is just cruel. Everyone is like this, but there was a part of me inside. Maybe I like to call it my inner child that screams at me that no, like you still need to have hope. So what I tell myself is that Hafsa, like if you are constantly feeling that you need to get better in life, there's obviously so many other people out there who think like you, and if someone makes a mistake, everyone has their own reasonings, and if you listen to that person's side of the story, they're obviously right for themselves. So shifting the blame onto them is also wrong, and completely blaming yourself is also wrong. So just accept what happened as fate and move on. So I did move on, and I feel happier than ever. So, thank you so much for listening to this, and I really hope that this managed to change your view to some extent. And I just want you all to know that you are extremely amazing, and however you're doing, whatever you're doing it in the best possible way to whatever knowledge you have for it, okay? Do not lose hope in yourself, because you are amazing and you totally belong here. If you are here for a reason, okay? I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.